Welcome, fellow painters and decorators of the interweb. This is Phil Beckwith, your professional painter and decorator. Before I start, you've seen the thumbnail, you know what we're doing today. But before I start, I just want to give a big shout out and a big thank you. That button down there, super thanks. Good number of you actually are pressing that super thanks and sending me a little bit of money, which is much appreciated. And it's going towards stuff on the channel. You know, probably by now, we're into 2023. I've started paying a subscription with, well, let's just say Adobe for me video editing software. I know my editing skills aren't there yet, but what excuse have I got other than I can't do it very well? But anyway, joking apart, yeah, much appreciated all the super thanks. Right, let's crack on with this video. Right, back. You've seen at the very beginning of the video, I do rub down dust off, get them all ready and prepared, ready for painting. But today, the thumbnail, you've seen the title. I get a lot of people asking me either through the Facebook Messenger or even, you know, asking the questions on YouTube. What do you do when you go from a glossy surface stroke an oil-based paint and you want to transfer and transfer is probably the wrong word I want to use. You want to move over to a water-based paint system. I use more water-based paint than oil now. It is a small percentage of jobs that I'm actually using an oil-based paint. Most of it is water-based. You know what I like? I like my Tickerilla, I like my Bedeck. I've got them all down here on my table. Isomat I love. If you've seen the videos from a few weeks ago where I was working away in Portugal, my favourite paint, Sin Paint. There's a video there on Sin Paint. Love it. Shame I can't get it in the UK. But that was weeks ago. There, weeks and weeks. It feels like a lifetime ago since I was doing those videos and doing that job. But I've moved forward now. We're back on Doris the Door. You remember the video where I painted Doris the Door with the Fast Flow gloss from Crown? That's a water-based paint, but it's a really good gloss. Now, what we're coming on to now is we want to go away from that gloss finish. And that gloss finish is very much like what people are having oil-based. People are coming up to jobs where it's been a previous oil-based finish and they want to move over to the water-based. So what do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with Doris the Door, because I'm bringing Doris the Door up with a primer stroke base coat for future videos. I know Doris weighs a ton, never mind. But what do? If I've got a paint surface that I'm going over that I don't know what it's been before, i.e. has it been an oil-based eggshell, has it been an oil-based gloss, has it been something that could give me problems in the future? Do you know what I do? Better be safe than sorry. I put a grip primer over it. I give it a rub down, I give it a dust off, give it a clean down. If it needs a wash down, you can wash it down, you can do. But 9 times out of 10, it's probably more a case that it's been an oil gloss surface. So what I do, I go over with a grip coat primer. Now, I mainly use Otex Aqua. Now, I've got a tin here, which is Tickerilla. Particularly when I'm spraying, it would be Otex Aqua. I'd go over that oil-based or glossy surface with an Otex Aqua. This is the water-based version. Otex would be oil-based, but Otex Aqua is water-based. Now, there's numerous products that do the similar sort of thing as a grip primer. Another one that I've got here that I sometimes use, if I'm not using Tickerilla products and I need to give a base that is a grip coat base, Zinza 123. Cures in about, let's say, 7 to 10 days. Don't just go scratch testing it after an hour or a day. 7 to 10 days before that's starting to cure. The longer the better. You could use that as your base primer and then work over the top of that. Isomat products, Isolac undercoat is a bit of an adhesion primer anyway. You don't probably need these paints underneath it. If you're using Farrow & Ball, they don't do an adhesion. If you're using Farrow & Ball, they don't do an adhesion primer. So Otex Aqua from Tickerilla's a good one to put under Farrow & Ball. The compatibility is no problem because you put in the Otex Aqua from Tikkurila as the primer stroke grip coat. Then you're going over the top with Farrow & Ball's undercoat. And that's where you get the water-based undercoat system started, from that undercoat. Your primer coat's there, the undercoat's there, then your two top coats are normally your finishing system. Are you with me? Are you following me? I hope so. Other products as well, Bedeck, Bedeck MSP. I've got a tin down there. You might get away if you're doing a refurb on a, you know, we've got the playlist where we're doing a refurb of a flat. There's some videos coming out there. If you've got woodwork that you want to just quickly tidy up that might be oil, you can give it a good rub down, and quite possibly MSP will be a saviour to you. But if we're doing a proper system where we want to go from an oil base or a high gloss shiny water-based system, and you want to move back onto a water-based satin, eggshell, paint, give it a grip coat primer. You can't go wrong. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some paint out, and I'm just going to show you coating this door up. You've seen it all before. Back with you in a minute. What a transition that was. I've gone from that side of the screen to that side. Right, I've got my kettle, and you know what I'm like. I'm a stickler about people using kettles. Work from one side of the kettle, please. I'm working from the left-hand side of the kettle today, and not the right, because I used the right-hand side of the kettle last time round. Brush, I've got no favourite for doing this, particularly on Doris the Door. I've gone and got the Pro Deck. This is just the Pro Deck 50mm, which is your 2-inch. Oh, it's the Dirty Dozen, I call it. What was it called? Decorator's Dozen. There's a video there. I thought they were all right. They won't be my main choice of brush, but they're all right. And particularly for coating up something like this, can't go wrong. So I'm going to coat it up. I'll fast forward it so you're not bored, and then we'll just have a quick conclusion. We don't need a conflab, conclusion. Hockey docky. Manuel, hockey docky. Manuel, you remember that? Fawlty Towers. Right, you saw on that painting of Doris, I got marker pen on there. Now, Otex Aqua, it's water-based, that won't stain block, that won't stop the bleed of that marker pen. I'm not worried about that. We're just getting a grip coat on over a glossy, which could be an oil-based surface. I've coated it up. I have to say, that brush is all right. Just to bang your paint on, that Pro Deck. I said before when I reviewed these brushes, there's a video there. They're a little bit thin. This could do with a bit more bristle in there. It's long enough. You can bang your paint on, you can lay it off, and it seems all right. I've not got much bristle loss from it. There's just one there. No matter. The purpose of this video is just to get the paint on so you can see it. What's nice about Otex Aqua, if you are using a Tikkurila system, it's normally, let's say Helmi 30. Right, you'd use Helmi undercoat and then 2 coats of Helmi 30. If you don't have Helmi undercoat to hand, or you are going over something that needs a grip coat, you can use Otex Aqua, or Otex. We're talking about water-based now though. Otex Aqua, that can be used as your undercoat as well as the grip coat. So don't think you need to go Otex Aqua, then Helmi 30 with 2 coats. You could actually get away with 2 coats of Otex Aqua to get your build up, and then 2 coats of Helmi 30. Or if you've already got a decent surface, because I mean look at the bleed on that of the yellow coming through, it's very It's a predominant colour, very searching. If it's a decent surface that you're going over that just needs the grip coat, you could possibly get away with an Otex Aqua, nice coat of that, then 2 coats of Helmi 30 or Helmi 80 or what is it, Helmi 10, Helmi 8, can't remember now. So that is quite a good one to go to if you are using that Tikkurila system. But to round up this video, and I bet there's some videos coming there, this is all you need to do. Get yourself a grip coat on, whether it be 123, 123 Plus, Tikkurila's Otex Aqua, or other brands are available. Get a grip coat, an adhesion primer grip coat on first over your glossy surface or your surface that you're unsure about, and build up from that. Take that first coat as a primer coat. It's not primer as in going over a bare surface, but you know what I mean. Use that as your bare primer coat. Let's call it your bare primer coat. That will give you the surface to work on with the future water-based paint system. Whether it be Tikkurila, whether it be Farrenball, even your Duluxes, your Crowns, your Jonos. If you're unsure about your surface you're going over, give it a good key down, dust it off, give it a coat of grip primer. And today, for the purpose of this video, Otex Aqua. So thanks for listening to me. I hope it's not more than 15 minutes by the time we're finished, but there'll be some videos there, won't they? Paint, brush, Doris, what more can you ask for on a Monday afternoon?